Battle Beast versus the Juggernaut is on. So yes, I missed last chapter, but it was just a flashback and setup. So the fight starts, and she stabs Battle Beast through, and he's like, "That's a good start." And she says, "Start, start," and she said, "Baby, this is the end." And he was like, "I wish you were capable of giving me an end." And she was like, you want to die? Okay, that's weird, but I can do that for you." And Battle Beast was like, "You talk too much." And she was like, "Well, you want me to? You got any final words for me?" And then he takes a bite out of her. You can see she's hurt. She's like, "Ah!" She over here looking like a fish, looking like a SpongeBob character, looking like she's hitting up my leg. But yeah, so he's over there. She's like, "You animal!" And then I was like, "Well, obviously, did him being a walking, talking albino anthropomorphic symbol not show that he's a literal lion? You respect a woman." But yeah, he's over here munching the part he bit off. He's like, "Delicious." And she said, "How rude!" And knocked him, out the building. And then they get to the ground. They get to tussling and scuffling. And she breaks his sword. And she was like, "My brother is always weaker than me." And this man looked at her. He said, "Your confidence is misplaced, female. Your brother put up a more intense fight." And she got mad and she pounced on him. She tried to stab him and he cut off her arm. And she got back to screaming, "Ah!" And then she basically picked him up and she was like, "As his embarrassing as this is, I'm at the time out." She was like, I realized I wasn't prepared, but next time I will be." And then she threw him away. She had to yeet him away. She literally said, "I'm not built for this." So they get to recouping, everyone's recouping. Then we get to the end of the chapter, her brother, we see he's alive, he's healing, he's getting ready to thrive. And we get to see some Viltrumites because we get to see Craig reporting to Thrag that her and her brother, their arrival on the planet, he was like, they got some strong people, they might be dangerous, they've been able to hold that planet for thousands of years, and their planet is like a mythical realm, we don't need to know about it. And then, he's Thrag was like, if that's the case, send it here. So we getting Conquest.